Hi, hi. I think I'm all set up. Hi, I put the link. Oh, Tom, I put the link into the chat box on YouTube so you can join the Zoom. Just be aware you are going to be if you do join the Zoom with your camera on, please mute the YouTube. And also you're going to be on YouTube as well. Your camera, if you have it on, you'll be showing on YouTube. Just so you're aware of that. But yeah, keep your microphones muted, and then you can join. Camera on or off. Just give it a minute, and then I'll start the introduction. Let anybody else join the Zoom. So just to remind myself, beyond oh, I've moved it. Beyond yourself, there is freedom. Is the title. Little jig. So I was talking to somebody recently about ethics and morality, and while I agree with there are some issues maybe with this subject being spoken about on the internet, not having the psychological stuff to help people along with this. Well, I agree with that and see that it can be harmful. Um, I do agree with that. It can be harmful. I can't help but see the beauty in this as well, like see the absolute beauty in this. The absolute beauty in it, the absolute miraculousness in it, the absolute freedom of it. The absolute freedom of it. And like the whole subject itself, it is paradoxical. It's this and this. Like you can't see one side and not the other side. Like it's both together. It's not separated. So it's very paradoxical and contradictory, maybe. But here in this subject, we talk about this because it is a beautiful subject and it is not spoken about. So if we get into the morals and ethics and society and behavior and psychology, that's one thing, but it kind of pollutes this side in a way. It kind of mixes both together, which it is, but it's like in speaking about this, you have to, in a way, separate these things, the human rules of society, behavior, psychology, that part of stuff, to talk about this miraculous freedom, this that is beyond all of that. Not beyond as an ignoring or bypassing, but beyond it. It does not limited to those things. There's human ideas and there's human structures of society. This needs to be spoken about. It needs to be expressed. I say need, as in need, as in like this should also be included. We can look at psychology and behavior and society, all these kinds of things, but this is also needed to be spoken about in its absolute form, in its pristineness, in its beauty, in its radicalness, in its simplicity, in its timelessness, in its immediacy, in its finality, in this full stop. And this really is the full stop. This really is the freedom. This really is the freedom. And I think this is because this is the freedom and this is the full stop. It's like it's too much. The intensity is too much because because it because it not removes, but it's like the mind on its journey can't bear it, can't tolerate it because it's the end of itself, it's the end of its journey. And so it rejects this or finds this too much, too intense. And that's totally okay. It's totally okay. But this is it. What's been longed for and searched for and looked for in the world of thought, in the world of ideas, in the world of time. There is nothing missing. There is nothing happening that shouldn't be happening. This is it. This is the simplicity. This is the joy, the peace, freedom, the happiness, the contentment, the love that's been longed for. The mind says, no, no, this is a problem. Hasn't happened. This needs to be sorted out or removed or understood or achieved or experienced or had or gotten rid of. And then, and then, and then. But this is a calling out of that, calling of this moment, of this presence, of this isness, of this beingness, whatever words you like to use. It really is the end of the spiritual journey, the end of you becoming better, more enlightened. The end of you arriving somewhere. That doesn't mean arriving doesn't happen. So you're going on a trip, you're going to arrive at some point, hopefully. You have an appointment, you're going to arrive at that appointment. But I mean, that isn't ever going to be who you are. You're never going to arrive at yourself. And yet, all there is ourselves. All there is this, what we are, what we are, not as a thought, not as an idea, not as a personality, not as a picture, not as a label or definition, not as a thing, not as anything. Mhm. Yeah, so you're welcome to um write any questions in the chat, or you can join the Zoom and speak through Zoom.
Hello,
Oh, hi.
how are you doing?
I'm good, good. A bit warm, but I think the fan's too loud to put on, so I haven't put it on.
Oh, so just suffer then.
Yeah.
Suffer and get on with it type of thing. Yeah. Um, I'm just curious, what led you to, you know, to this, um, to the spiritual path? Were you suffering in
Yeah,
life? Yeah.
yeah.
And was it like, so for me, I like had a breakdown and then I was in my final year of university and I dropped out. And then I discovered Eckhart Tolle.
Okay.
Right. So um, I guess I'm just being a bit nosy actually.
Yeah.
Mm. But generally speaking, it was suffering that led you to have an insight, would you say, or
Um, I think I was agreeing that it was suffering that got me into this subject, got me into, Eckhart Tolle or whatever, or
yeah.
meditation, looking for a way out.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. And then reading the Power of Now and being like, oh my
Was that one of the first books you read?
God.
Spiritual books, or because it was mine?
I would say it's the first book that was pointing to outside of time. So this moment, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Right. Yeah, same for me. Yeah. Um, would you say that there's still a experience of time?
Um, Experience of time. So there's still time. There's still time uh used to plan to arrange what I'm doing. So yeah, there's still time, yeah.
Yeah. But on like a moment to moment basis, um, yeah, I don't know. It's difficult
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
formulate questions, isn't it?
Yeah, there's still time. There's still time, but it's happening in what I am. It's happening in this. It's not me in time. It's time in me.
Yeah. Does life feel like a joke in a sense?
Um,
Like it's funny. Life's funny.
it's like funny. Yeah, it has lots of moments of being funny. I don't know. Is life funny? Yeah, it can be funny. Yeah, it can be, but not just funny. But yeah, it can be funny. It can be all different things, really.
Yeah.
But there is this joy of being,
Mm, yeah.
this freedom of being.
I get a sense of it.
Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah.
I would like, mm, yeah, mm, I would like more of that, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
even though it's already here or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm. What is it that blocks that knowing of the like the causeless joy?
It's just this feeling that you are something in time, that you are this moving thought, that you are this small part. And it's not true.
Yeah. So that it's when we take ourselves to be a thought or something moving through time. Um, that's the bondage.
But it's not like it's not such a serious, strong bondage either that make it into a real thing. It's just it seems as if it's veiling this freedom, and it really isn't. But when it's playing as a separate someone, it feels that way. It gives that impression, but it's not really true.
Yeah.
That this can't really be veiled or hidden. It's full. It's complete. It's everything.
So it's the sense of separation that seems to veil the freedom.
It seems to, yeah, it seems to, but only when it's believed in to be true, I suppose.
I met you once in person.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Briefly.
Yeah.
It was in Hebden Bridge in Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Right, okay. Wow. Yeah.
Was it so it was at you know Francis Michael Elliott?
The name sounds a bit familiar.
Anyway, Lisa Cairns did a talk at his
Yeah, that's
house in
right.
Hebden Bridge, and I attended the talk. And then the next morning, I had to come back I forgot my umbrella, and you were sat with Lisa,
Okay.
who
Oh,
was
wow.
washing, and so we said a brief hello.
Oh,
That was 2016, long time ago.
wow. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I thought,
hi.
yeah, hi. Um, so the sense of being identified as a separate entity or a person that um um I can't force that to drop or um
But even even the interest in that is obviously based on a false like a false belief in it, like the belief that there is someone there to drop. Like it's just not true. Even that's not true.
okay. So when you realize this, or however you want to word it,
Hmm.
how was that experienced? Was it like instantaneous, like an instantaneous revelation, um, or was it an insight that I never was a person anyway, something like that, or is it hard to describe?
We only really talk about what is happening. So,
That's in the past. Mm.
well, it isn't in the past. Like it really isn't in the past. Like it can only be realized, if you like that word, realized now. Like this is whole. This is complete. This is full. This is
Undivided. Yeah.
not a thing happening. It's fullness. So this idea of someone separate being apart from it, that's only an imagination. You can imagine someone separate moving through this with the name of me, I, but it's not the experience. We play in the imagination and thought, and we forget it's a play. It's not true. We believe in it, and it's not true. It's just a way of us to communicate. We have the ability to imagine, the next morning or the next room, and that helps us to do stuff and achieve stuff. But it isn't the experience. It isn't reality. I mean, it's part of our human experience to have thinking happening and thoughts happening, but it's not that picture it paints isn't true. That activity isn't actually a truth.
Yeah.
So this idea of you being there and you potentially dropping or not dropping is an imagination.
Okay.
It really isn't like a mental thing you have to work out and understand in the head in thoughts. It really isn't that. I mean, that happens, but it's not that. It's just more thoughts, more ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. The mind is trying to work something out
Yeah,
or get somewhere.
yeah, that's okay. That's what the mind does.
Mm. And the mind is also this freedom.
Mm.
Would you agree?
Um, yeah, thoughts are thoughts. Yeah, thoughts are thoughts.
So it's not that thoughts have to cease or be seen in a different way or disidentified from.
Um,
I'm sorry if these questions are hard. I don't know if.
it, I don't know if they're hard, but
All
I don't
right.
know. Um, what is it? Yeah, they're not hard. It's just it's probably my brain, to be honest. I don't know. It's just like I'm familiar with those words and those sentences. I may say it myself, in things, but it doesn't. It never seems true. Like it never seems true in the moment. Like you can say, "Oh yes, it's disidentifying with the thoughts." You can say these things, and in a way, it's true, but it's also not true as well. It's true in describing it like that, maybe, but like right now there is everything. It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's probably should just to say yes, yes, yes.
No, don't just
To
say
make it
yes.
easy, because
Please
yeah,
challenge me.
yeah, it is. It is like seeing thoughts as thoughts, and they're not. They don't mean anything. They're just thoughts, and you know, interesting thoughts. But you want a thought, so they become it's not irrelevant. You want a thought. You want
So
limited to a thought. So
right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think that over the years, I've probably acquired a lot of spiritual concepts, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think thoughts just seem really important at one point. Thoughts seem really, really important.
Yeah.
Well, that was it, I think.
Full stop. New paragraph. Yeah. Um, So you said a minute ago something along the lines of it doesn't, thoughts don't matter. This is everything.
Okay.
Mm. I don't know if you would mind expanding on that a little bit, or
Thoughts don't matter.
thoughts don't matter because this is everything, or
This is
something like that.
everything.
Um,
Yeah, like, so this is obviously more than a thought. This is
yeah.
everything. So why would thoughts then be so important when this is everything? This is everything.
When you say this, what are
Yeah.
you referring?
What does
What are
that
you?
mean? Yeah. What does this mean? This means everything. Everything. Everything that's happening, let's say. Everything. So yeah, thoughts are a part of that, but they're not more than anything else.
We just give them more importance, tend to.
They
Mm.
just seem much more important, bigger, more yeah, more important than everything else. There's an investment in thought. I am thought. I am thought, and so yeah, thoughts are important. I live in thought. I think, therefore I am.
Yeah. So, um, so the relationship to thoughts, that doesn't have to change at all. Whether or not it's identified with, whether or not thoughts are identified with, that doesn't have to stop or change or, because a lot of non-duality teachers, talk about disidentifying with thoughts or becoming the witness of thoughts or realizing oneself as the witness of thoughts,
Yeah,
which of course that's all concepts in my head,
yeah,
but now.
yeah. It's this waking up to of it's waking up of what you are. Yeah. Which isn't a thought, isn't a thing. It's that waking up.
And that waking up isn't
And,
in.
and it was never actually asleep. It's just that it was seemingly identified to thinking, to thought, to I, to the thinking. And so it is this, what do you call it? Disassociating with thought. It is that, but that's right here. It's right here. Not in the next step or the next program or the next, it's right here. This is what it is. It's this.
Ah,
It's free. It's this. It's free. Thoughts come and play and speak, and but it's free.
yeah, I think there's a waiting
Mm.
for the disidentification or the dropping away of something.
Yeah, and that's in time. That's still the time thinking. So what isn't waiting for that? Something isn't waiting for that. It already is this. Like it's not waiting for anything. Like it's already free. So the mind's
Yeah.
waiting. The stories were waiting to add more stuff onto itself. I've arrived. I have the crown. I've achieved it. I've done it. But apart from that, what does it need to arrive because it already is? I'm saying what, but it's not really a question to you. I'm just there's something already arrived. It never arrives, but it's already here. Like in the Power of Now book, I vaguely remember him saying like there's a tramp or beggar or something at the beginning, and he's saying, "You already have it. I can't give it to you. You already have it. You're
Yeah,
sitting on it. It's right here." Like,
yeah. Hmm. So the thing that's being waited for already the case, but then that can also be an idea, no,
yeah, yeah.
that then
Just
block.
yeah, another idea, yeah. But still, as the idea comes and goes, there's still this. It's not an idea, it's just this. It's so freaking amazing how we're so used to what's on the screen, that what's on the screen, and it's we're sitting there in a movie, the theatre, and just obsessed with what's on the screen.
Yeah.
So it's this like movement back, or this waking back. Oh, I'm not asleep. I'm not that. 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 I'm not that.
So do all of these ideas need to be seen through?
I'm not that.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, yes and no. Yes, they need to be seen through. That you aren't those things. They aren't you. They're their movement appearing, their thoughts appearing. But no, I've gotten the no now. The no was there and now it's gone. No, it's not something that you do. So you don't see through them, as in you, this I person that thinks it's real. You don't do that. You can't see through them. It's not a job for you to take on and start to run with. That's
Mm.
obviously what's happening, but that's not what's being spoken about. Like you will live in time forever, wanting to get somewhere, do something, work something out, arrive somewhere, see something, know something, realize something, awaken to something. It is not for you. It's not for that mental person. That isn't who you are.
What, a mental person?
Well, you could be. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm sure my colleagues would agree. Yeah.
But it's not for the mind.
Mm.
It's not for the storyline of someone. And that's like the really shocking thing with this because we're so invested in being on this journey and we're gonna working towards this thing and we're gonna get there. It's such a big it's such
Laughable.
a fuckery. Like it's not it's not for you. It's not about you getting anywhere. It's not for you. This person is not true. This person's a lie. And that's the endless suffering. It's the endless seeking, the endless suffering. That isn't who you are. That isn't who you are. And that's the celebration. That isn't who you are. You have to kill the person or beat the person or kill the mind. That isn't who you are. Such a beautiful waking up out of that, out of that dream, out of that dream. But it's not for you. Who are you? You aren't that. It's what you already are.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's interesting because the mind wants to keep, well, it's continually producing like objections
Mm,
and
that's okay.
yeah,
It isn't who you are, so it's okay.
yeah, yeah. I think that so if it's not my job to see through all of the thoughts, ideas, then there's like a relaxation in that, isn't there? If it's not my, if you know, if it's realized that it's not my job
Yeah.
to do it all or clean it all up or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah. But then it's also not my job to uh to try to realize that it's not my job. Do you know what I mean? Oh, what a mind fuck.
Mm. It isn't who you are. It isn't who you are. I
Yeah.
felt tearful then, sorry.
All right. Um, do your family and friends recognize um that there's been a shift that at some point there was a shift in you? I mean, this is a personal question, so obviously you don't have to answer, but I'm just curious.
Um,
Did they sense a difference in you at all when you after having this waking up, awakening, whatever?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Hmm.
I haven't asked actually. I don't know.
Oh. So do they know about your website and your face?
No,
No, they don't have a clue that you're into any of this stuff at all. No.
um, not really. No, not really. Unless something that we know what it is or what. No, they don't really know. No.
Right. So they don't know. They don't know that a shift happened at some point.
Um, the way you say it like that, a shift happened at some. I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that. A shift happened at some point. I don't know.
Oh, really? You don't see it like that.
I don't speak about it like. No, I don't speak about it like that.
How would you put it into words? How would you vocalize it? Or would you not?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't vocalize. I wouldn't vocalize it.
But there was a shift, no? Or
Uh,
or an insight.
don't make me put it into words. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, I'll say something changed. Yeah, something changed. But I can't say when or I can't say a point of time it happened. It's just something's changed, something's different. Yeah.
When you say something changed, are you able to elaborate on that? Or
Can I elaborate on that?
um,
Uh,
are you able to describe that at all?
um, sorry, I'm giggling now.
Go ahead. You don't have to express it. Fine.
uh, um, um, so the word that always feels encapsulates it is wholeness. Um, that that dividing line seems to just it just kind of went a bit blurry and like you couldn't find it. And so it's whole,
Yeah.
meaning there's everything happening.
Yeah.
Simply everything happening.
I was just checking, having a look at the live stream, see how many people are watching.
All right.
Hmm.
But the mind tries to make it into a thing, objectify it into this big thing that, it can hold and compare itself to and be working towards. And I'm not there, I'm here. So it's a mental thing. Excuse me. Not really anything. It's just this, what's happening. This is whole. This is whole. This is it. Nothing special.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna shut up now because I'm starting to get tired.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for ringing in, zooming in.
Coming in. Now time to zoom out.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna continue and say nothing special, but like special, the most special as well. But just check the chat box. Nope, nothing. Oops. Okay, well, thank you for joining. It's been lovely. Yeah, I really appreciate talking about this. Or meeting in this. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Okay, thank you. I shall see you next time. Lots of love. Bye.